Here with Melinda Watpool, just won her fight against Natasha Spence. What did you make of that fight?
Yeah, it was a good fight. Like it's hard to get yourself going when your opponent isn't showing a whole lot. And yeah, I thought she would maybe come out a little bit stronger at the beginning, but she was trying to survive. And you know, with some of the holding and clinching, I think if it was an 8-round fight, for sure, I don't think she would have made the distance. But yeah, all in all, you know, I put some combos together. I worked in the clinch when she tried to hold me. Just a few things to work on, but I think I did a lot of body head movements, kind of angles on her, and so.
Were you expecting more from somebody that, you know, fought for a world title before?
A little bit more, but you know, she was taking the fight a little bit last minute, so that could affect things. But if I was in her shoes, I would have, came out the gate a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I think probably it was a 6-round fight, so I think at the end of the third, she was kind of done. Like, she pretty much had no legs left.
Yeah.
And even like every clinch you guys had, right away you were able to get like an uppercut or land a punch quickly, right?
Yeah.
And she wasn't prepared for that, so maybe the long layoff or something.
Yeah, and even one time I think kind of the ropes held her up at one point, so the one judge did give the one round like a 10-8 round, so I think they could see she was just kind of hanging in there. But props to her for getting in there, and yeah.
So what made you want to take such a risky fight? Because the way I was looking at it was like, you know, if Melinda loses, they're going to be like, man, she lost to somebody that hasn't fought in 5 years. And if she wins, they're going to be like, oh, she just beat somebody that hasn't fought in 5 years. You know what I mean?
You know, I had those thoughts also. But I also thought, you know, with her experience, it would make it a little bit of an interesting fight. Like, she's experienced and she's skilled. But I want to fight. Like, if it was between that and not fighting, I would take that. So if my other opponent wasn't happening, I wanted something. So
would you have preferred Tamea Nagy over Natasha Spence?
I mean, it's what we were preparing for, what we watched videos on, what we were practicing. It was an 8-round fight, which I was looking forward to. Yeah, maybe I prefer it, but I think this was a good second.
What are you expecting the critics to say about this fight?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I mean, yeah, she's. I could maybe have pushed a little bit more and finished the job a little bit fast before the end of the fight, but I don't know. I still did my thing.
Okay. Yeah, and you know, we always ask, what's next for you? So how quick do you want to get back in there? And
yeah, I think we're looking, you know, end of March into April for next year. I think that will be my next fight. You know, I've been fighting pretty consistently every 3 months or so. That'll be a little bit longer, 4 months, but still I want to just keep the ball rolling. You know, an 8-round fight, 10-round fight, and then maybe a title later on in the year.